Either way. All right. Potential ad. We'll see. Change stream title. Yeah, see you later, Dark Saint. If you're hearing this, you're probably not. You're probably already gone. Um, but yeah, Star 50 spoilers, 49 spoilers. And 49 is the same, obviously. It's the same thing as last time. 50 spoiler wise, there's not too much new, but like what is new is like kind of big-ish. So essentially, like King Ezekiel, I think is his name, is someone that spoiled Survivor 40 on Reddit, I believe, before the season. And wait, 1 minute? What's in 1 minute? But yeah, I'll just give the preamble on this. Is there actually a 1 minute ad? But yeah, like so there is yeah, the person that spoiled 40 did come back to Spoiled Survivor, talked about what they know, which confirmed a few things. So, like, first is that so Survivors Unite's final 6/7 that they had, they essentially said this is right, except that they're missing one person, which we don't know who that person is. I personally am hoping it's Christian, but I'm not thinking it's Christian. I think it's probably, like, if I were to guess, I would say it's probably like Jonathan. But, and again, if you don't know what the final 6/7 was, it was what? Aubrey Suri, Steph, Coach, Joe, D, Tiffany was the 7. Which, like, there was a debate on probably actually bring this up. I forgot about that. Anyway, but yeah, there was actually, so like it was a debate of like two of the, because it was trying to be a top 6, and it was like 2 of the 3 of Joe, D, and Tiffany. But anyway, like so yeah, the King Ezekiel said that is looking correct, just that they're missing one person. Which, yeah, I would personally guess Jonathan, but there's a shot of Christian, and yeah, a shot of Rizzo, I guess. Like, obviously, there's no shot of Rick Devens. Rick Devens definitely felt like somebody that got booted early, based on his like photos coming back. Surgeon Knight implied that they think Emily is like an early merge boot, and this doesn't seem to be against that. Yeah, Sergeant Knight's info comes from old school alumni, is who they're close to. I don't know how valid it is, but there was a boot list with a top 8 with those 7, plus Rizzo was a Stephanie win. Interesting. So yeah, that gives us to the other thing. So yeah, King Ezekiel has also revealed that they do know the winner, and that the winner is a old school, old era, essentially, woman, which only leaves us with a few options. There is a lot of talk about Stephanie obviously making Final Tribal, which, like, yeah, I am hoping it's not Stephanie. So, like, essentially the options are, it's literally just Stephanie, Suri, and Aubrey are the 3 options. And like we're right in a spot where like it's assumed Stephanie at least makes Final Tribal. It's assumed Aubrey makes at least Final 4. We don't know what happens to Sri, but Sri at least makes Final like 8, I guess, if we're saying it's a 7+1. I've sent my men out to find him. It would be actually. Didn't I have Stephanie at the bottom? I had Stephanie at the bottom of my power ranking, right? Or did I have Q? I don't remember. Anyway, she's like towards the bottom, so it'd be really funny if Stephanie does win. But yeah, I would be disappointed with that result personally. Could be fire making loser, maybe. I mean, like, I think either way, Stephanie's coming out of this with like a very positive experience. But I feel like the fact that she's so openly talking about it makes me feel like it's not her, right? Like, would Stephanie really be risking like the $1 million by like leaking as much information as she has. Like that feels like a very weird thing to do if you won the show. Um, so I'm inclined to think it's Aubrey that one. Based on her being the most quiet of the like possible winners at this point. But also an interesting tidbit we did get as well is that we do know now that there is a man in the final three. We have heard. Again, obviously the man being one of the losing finalists. Like the man obviously didn't win because we know the winner is an old Arrow woman. So with that in mind, it'd be so fucking funny if Joe loses Final Tribal again. But yeah, I think like Coach is also a very big possibility too. Considering Coach is on a lot of, which also it also be funny if Coach is a losing finalist again. I think it's very possible it's Joe. Especially considering how how positively Stephanie talked about Joe. Like in a world where Stephanie wins, I could definitely see it being Stephanie Joe. Like Stephanie Joe Coach, I think is the final three that kind of makes sense, right? If Stephanie does win. I mean, like Joe was just fine. I literally just said I would kill Joe. Again, I would fuck Kyle before I fuck Joe. Okay, just look at that spoiled Survivor Reddit. It's like on there. I think Joe's just boring, is the thing. Like he doesn't play the game in an interesting way, but I think he is a competent player. I mean, is that incorrect? Like if Joe won 50, he would win 50 and then also be like one of the best, like have one of the best runner-up games in the show's history. So it's like, oh, I think that's a fair thing to say. I mean, that's the way it always is. Like they always know. Like again, the alumni talk. Like they know who won. It's not like no one knows who each other voted for. Mind you, there could be times where people lie. Where like I know that was the thing with Nicaragua, where Fabio thought he won by more than what, like because like it obviously ended up being a 5-4 vote. It was assumed it was going to be a 7-2 vote or whatever. So like, and like Fabio was like bragging about like I won with like 7 votes or whatever. So like when he like had the when the third chase vote came up, he was like freaking out. And you can see that in the like in the winner reveal. Like I think that is my favorite winner reveal in Survivor history still. Like not even close. I think it's like Fabio in Nicaragua. It's just such a fucking like it's a funny scene like if you know the context behind it. Of that, like Fabio knew he was winning but thought he would win by more, and like you see him like freaking out when he like thinks he might lose when more chase votes come up. I think there's a chance of a Suri win for sure.
What were you able to find out?
That's already on my list. I'm pretty sure someone already did it. Oh no, someone did it for Big. I think Athena Mail did it for Big Brother, right? But has anyone done this for Survivor? Either way, I'll do it eventually. Who leaked about man being? I'm pretty sure it was the same thing. It was King Ezekiel.
Until tonight. Come on.
It was in the same post. That was like the roundup of all the information that was on the Spoiled Survivor Reddit. Yeah, it was reveal essentially that it's not all women, which like obviously implies a man. So I just finished 43. I had some questions. Cassie win it all? No. Cassie came and win a final 2, seemingly. Like Owen beats her. Really, I mean, final tribe supposedly was between Owen and Gabler for most people. And like Owen could have won if he had a good enough final trial performance. But Cassie had no shot. Yeah, if Aubrey wins, like, that is pretty insane, right? The fact that she was the alternate. So does that mean that Amanda would have won 50? That's obviously exactly what that means, right? That Gabon, where he showed, even at that, though, I feel like they had to have known that the vote was going to be close there, though, of Gabon.
Did you uncover information about Pietro?
The man is an actor, and
Cool.
he is performing in a play stand-up.
Where, like, with Nicaragua, it's like Brenda and Alina, I think, lied about their votes, right? To Fabio. Yeah, there's no way he thought he was getting Kenny's vote, right? And then, like, Maddie was just closer to Susie. I guess Crystal's kind of whatever. Oh, you mean Aubrey loses 32 because of Joe? Yeah, maybe she'll win 50 because of a different Joe. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at. Like, Sri winning is best case scenario for, like, the show's history, I feel like. Aubrey winning is also fine. I think that's, like, a tolerable ending. Stephanie winning, I think, is a bit rough. And, like, obviously, we haven't seen the season. Maybe she turns out to be fun on it. But, like, I don't know. It definitely feels kind of like Sarah Lucina coded. Where, yeah, just not, like, my preferred outcome. I think it would be like if Sarah Lucina won Winners at War, I feel like, actually. Don't Aubrey or Stephanie winning? I think Aubrey's fine. Like, I think Aubrey would actually have, like, a really interesting, like, trajectory in Survivor at that point. Actually, where would Aubrey land as a player at that point if she won this season? Because, like, I actually think she... Yeah, she'd have a pretty good record, right? Her worst season would be Edge of Extinction, but, like, I think you can obviously excuse that a bit. Like, dude, just, like, she came in that season kind of fucked to begin with. But, like, outside that, it's like she has, like, an almost win. And, like, again, like, it definitely got helped, or, like, got saved a bit by the merge situation, but... Still, almost wins that season. Then, like, Game Changer had a massive target on her back, makes it deep. Plays a shit game on that season, but at least makes it deep. And then she obviously wins 50. That is true. Stephanie did end up being on a tribe of one. That is a thing that has never been mentioned before. I don't know how Joe loses unless against Suri. I will have to see. I mean, like, I really, like, it does seem like everyone loves Joe, to where, like, it does feel weird if Joe got to the end and lost. Sorry, maybe there's a world where, like, Joe's, like, 5th place or something. But, yeah, I do think it feels weird based on how much everyone seems to love Joe. Joe got to the end and lost in this spot. Until the winner gets spoiled. I think give it a month or so. Wait, where are we at? We're at July. I think by the time 49 premieres, which is like 2 months away, I think we'll for sure know the winner, or at least have, like, people, like, I think like Stars Unite or someone will post who they think is the winner at least. Oh, by the way, I missed Chrissy in the group that made it deep. I think I missed Chrissy in that group, didn't I? Chrissy's also part of the top 7.
Please, I have done nothing. Francesco.
But is also...
Would I lie to you?
Actually, is Chrissy... I guess Chrissy could theoretically win still. Also, I kind of forgot about that.
Contacted the ambassador of Venezia.
Um,
It was an accident. I I am still your servant.
If I were to guess, I would say Chrissy's probably like one of the earlier boots in that, but I actually forgot about that. Chrissy actually is also still a contender.
Not demanding. To unite Italia, I must have
Last time in a
everyone
season's
under my
alternate
control.
one.
If the church does not fall in line.
Yeah, it's probably been a
You know
while,
that I
right?
really work for you, not the Pope. Ah, but do I, Troche? There's only one way I can know that.
Yeah, probably. He's like obviously like Rachel was an alternate
You intend to
beforehand,
kill me?
but
Your most loyal friend? Of course not.
was an alternate on the season she
Are you letting
won.
me go? Thank you, Cesare. You will not
No,
regret
talking
it.
about Survivors is so funny. What's this? 2 Big Brother 27 stars already being eyed to join the trophy.
Lucrezia is
What?
mine.
No one else shall have her.
Like
Make
how?
doubly sure it is done correctly.
I obey, Cesare.
Oh yes.
Like who are they referring to? I think it's the. Doesn't even mention. Wait, still early things can change. I talk about Ava and Amy. Why? Why Ava and like I mean, Ava is fine, but like why Amy? Like I can't imagine. Dude, okay, what the fuck was that? But so that is an insane article. Like how? Like how is this the thing that like traders like oh my god BB20 like just from like the first like couple of the season they're like oh my god like Ava is definitely someone I need on traders. How would they not again like again they need to be looking at Felicia. But Chrissy is in Survivor Unite's more recent list of someone that made it deep. I should do a video ranking the young. I already have that listed on my list of video ideas. Ranks for our 50 players based on how much Jeff would like for them to win this season. I think number one's Suri, right? I think number one's Suri. I think number two is probably Joe. Who's three? Is three like coach? I think it might be, or maybe Devins. I don't know. Oh yeah, oh, yeah, that was the thing too. I think I just forgot to talk about this last stream. This was out there since last stream. Supposedly, Ozzy's an early merge boot. I think was claimed. That like Ozzy was a flop or whatever on the season. It seems to be an earlier merge boot. Which that was out there since last stream. I just forgot to talk about it. What is the video? Probably not. I think it's just like too specific to a thing that's just like not particularly timely. Or like, that's probably not the best way to phrase it. But like, it's like a video that like once 50 happens, it becomes like completely irrelevant. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's just other videos I'd rather make.
Once you get dressed, you follow me to the play. Capisci?
It would be funny. It would be funny if like Ozzy's literally the second juror again. Should I do now? Okay. Video ranking all family members. Wait, family members that have played the game previous. Like, so what does that really mean? Like, it's like, so like with like Sandra and Nina, like what am I ranking it on? Is it like, actually, what was this, thoughts? I think Suri's son will ever go on Survivor. What? Is that really the read people have on Suri or on Jared? I mean, is it Jared's playing a great game until they realize he was Suri's son? They never realized he was Suri's son in the game. Um, Look at the spoilers. I think outside the Honesty Alliance, we have a group with Suri, Chrissy, D, Tiffany, Aubrey. Maybe Aubrey filling between two. Um, Maybe. Like I think it's like, yeah. So like you have the um, Joe, Steph, Coach. Like I think, yeah, Aubrey, I could definitely see being a major potential swing. I think Suri, really, actually, I can see all of them but Tiffany. I really don't see Tiffany working with that grouping of players. But I could see like pretty much everyone else. Yeah, Jonathan, I assume would be in that alliance. It's just that like, unless he is the person that, again, that Surge Knight did not list that is making the end game, then it's just likely he's an early merge boot at that point. Keon said he isn't gay, but he'll marry Adrian. Yeah. I mean, I said I'll marry Kyle. So, I think D, Tiffany, Chrissy's definitely group. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. 100%. Like, they're all in the same starting tribe, too, right? Yeah, like D and Chrissy, I could definitely see, and D and Tiffany, I could definitely see. So, yeah, I could definitely see that trio coming together. When I'm talking about Kyle Frazier, the one that won the $1 million, and the one that fucking what happened to him again? I forgot. What he tore something, right? It's spoiler for 50. It's 3 hours. Yeah, are we that? I guess we have to be that late in the stream, don't we? Okay. Yep. Cool. The question is, am I going to be able to finish the game this stream? We'll see. I can't believe the draft actually took that long. We literally only did 2 rounds, and it still took like an hour and a half to do that draft. How am I not detected yet? That's kind of insane. Like, how have I not failed yet? Oh yeah, that was so funny. Like, I believe it was from Parvati, right? Parvati's live, I believe is where that came out from. Like Parvati did like an Instagram live or whatever. And she was like, because she's going to a whole bunch of parties and events and stuff to promote her book. And like one of them was one where like Mitch and Kyle was at. Which also just in general, like, why is Kyle going to events if he's like, if he could just like so easily spoil like what happened to him? I feel like that's so weird, right? Because like you just see Kyle now, and you're like, oh, well, that probably happened on 50, right? I don't know why I just did that. That was dumb. Like unless he conveniently got injured like right after he came back. I wonder how he got injured though, because that's a pretty like intense injury, right? Like literally like a month out, he's still in like a cast like that. I think it fits with Emily, Devon's, Ozzy being the first merge boots. I mean, like Ozzy, I would assume, like Ozzy, I actually think is pretty well connected within this like endgame group, right? Because like you would assume he would fit in with the Honesty Alliance. Then he also has like the connection to Suri. He has a connection to Aubrey. It's like you would think he would be fitting into this, but Maybe he's just blindsided for the same reasons again. Yeah, he tore his Achilles. That's what it was, right? Yeah, that's what his injury was. Yeah, he's like on a scooter thing. What? How'd I feel that? I really got that far away? Wait, Stephanie posting about how much she loves Joe and how they struggled in the shelter every night. Yeah. Which is funny. Yeah, like Coach is posting some shit too. Which like too fair, Coach's thing is like I feel like it's not so specific, right? Like Coach's things is more so just like, hey, you're gonna love me on 50 or whatever. You're gonna love the Dragon Slayer 4.0 or whatever. It's like, yeah, it's like he's been really hyping up his appearance, but like it's not like, and like obviously you can imply that okay, he definitely does well. You would think, but like it's not like blatantly spoiling that. Hey, and I guess super actually he did post a thing about Joe too, didn't he? But like it's not like this. Like Stephanie's like just literally saying too much. If Coach runs the game, I mean, I think we're in for a good season at least. Or at least a fun character season. I should clarify. It could be a really shit like gameplay season still. But like at least it's again like gonna be a fun character season if Coach is there the entire time. I imagine they brought back Smurg and Brawl. They're like, oh my god, we can't do hands on hard idol, but we gotta bring back Smurg and Brawl. Ranking Nina on the list based on if she played worse. I feel like that just feels like a weird list to put together. So it's like it's a ranking on like the difference between the relative and their alumni. Which like who'd be number one? Would it be like Sierra and actually no, it's not like Sierra's even that great of a player. Give a good gameplay and a good character season. I mean, I think Kageon is. I think it usually leads to. What? How'd I fail that? How was that too far away? Oh, did Coach drop a bootless? I know he dropped like a he did, but it's not real, right? Like I know he posted a thing that, but like it's definitely not real. But what's this?
I was like, I thought you threw the competition, which is just like adding insult to injury because it was like an embarrassing as fuck loss. And it's like, oh, you did that.
Yeah, it's
on
like, why would
purpose,
you
right?
say this?
I wish. I mean, I don't think I said it like that, hopefully. But well, that's how it kind of felt around the house.
Ashley, your butt looks great in those pants.
Yes, I was thinking that. Wait.
Dude, Ashley's such a weird. Like I feel like Ashley just has like no self-awareness, right? Ashley Giesling, obviously. Oh, I did see. Actually, I did see that too. Yeah, Rizzo and Savannah like supposedly went to like was it a baseball game together? And like posted pictures from like the same spot, yet like didn't post it together, obviously. But like, so that's funny.
Once you get dressed, you follow me to the play.
It's like I'm assuming they're like,
Il tuo costume.
yeah, you would assume they're friendly, right? At least. Okay, now we'll do that. All right, perfect. Yeah, so I'm expecting them to be a duo on 49, personally. Like, obviously you never... Oh, dude, okay, fuck off. Like, I doubt, like, based on what we know about 50, it's like... I don't know how much interaction there probably even was on 50. Like if Savannah is, like, an early boot, or, like, at least a pre-merge boot, it's like we know they're not in the same starting tribe, so like they would obviously have to be swapped together to have like interacted. They're not a showman. I believe Savannah's in a relationship.
Don't forget. I wear
Is it safe to say that Jenna continued her purge? Wait, did Jenna Lewis continue her purge on Savannah? Potentially. We'll see if they even go to tribal early on, but interacting more in the preseason than anything. Yeah.